How's it going, everybody? My name is Boletus, and welcome to another episode of Version by Version. So today we are playing in beta 1.3, and you guys will not believe this. Watch this. Isn't this glorious? Look at that! That is wonderful! I wish I had that last episode. Oh, that is absolutely life-changing. You do not... Oh, no! Stop it! That was a weird noise on my part, but also he just sort of jumped out of nowhere. And that guy's jumping on my crops, so I'm going to go and teach this guy a lesson. But what are we going to do this video? I'm not too sure. I think that this video should be more of a doing things that we need in this version, because really the only big things that were added in this version are beds, which is a massive change and a beautiful change, and also redstone repeaters. But I don't really have any need for redstone repeaters, at least not right now. So yeah, first of all, what we need to do, we've got to change these to what I'm wanting them to be, which is slabs. So off we go doing that. I forgot what I was going to do here. I need to have a look at that. Okay, I figured it out. That's slightly better. I mean, this still sort of looks like a face, and these sort of make it look like the guy has some baggy eyelids, which is kind of weird, but ah well. I'm also going to do a little bit of work on here, so I'm going to do that right now. And isn't this a lovely piece of flattened down land? I think it's stunning. It took me, I don't know, half an hour and a good few stone shovels and most of my iron pickaxe for all of the stone bits. I would tell you to give me a good old pat on the back, but I'd prefer if you didn't. So what I think I'm going to do with this land right here is I am going to make myself a tree farm, because wood is incredibly useful, so I could do with a good bunch of wood. And I mean, I've already done one beta 1.3 thing. That's our big 1.3 thing. Because there wasn't much added in this version, I do need some filler. Okay? This is a filler episode, so I'm gonna make the most glorious tree farm, and actually, quite possibly, the tree farm is going to be even more of a task to build than this guy over here. But as I said, possibly. I haven't even designed it yet, so I'll get back to you once I do that. Okay, so I do have a plan for it now, and the plan will be using up quite a lot of the snow that I have gathered and I haven't actually used for that project over there. And this is the sort of size I'm looking at, which is going to be pretty big, but it's not going to be the most massive thing, and it's going to be in the shape of a greenhouse. It's going to look like a greenhouse, which I think will look quite cool. But I don't know if I like the placing. I'm thinking that I want it to be a bit closer over this way, and I want it to be closer to my house over here. But to be able to figure out where it needs to be, I sort of need to put in roads, and I do have an idea of how I'm going to implement roads into this world, and I will show you because it's just over here. So as you can see, I have started building a road. It's four blocks wide, and all of these tiny little roads are going to be 2 blocks wide, so they will be half the size of the main road, and I want to have another main road over that way. So the reason why I chose to make it 4 blocks is because it's 8 blocks in between here and here. That will take up half the amount of space, leaving 2 blocks on each side, which I think looks quite nice. But yeah, it looks a bit chunky, it looks quite big, but also, if you think about it, this is going to go all the way this way. I'll even show you how long it will be. So all of this will be flattened down to be able to build in more things in the future. The road over there will go all the way over to this nice wee lake over here that I found. But I'm wanting to keep this looking as it is, so I will flatten everything down to the level that I am flattening it, but everything else I will keep natural. And it will be like a wee swimming spot or a fishing spot or whatever, anything that I decide at the time. So yeah, that won't look too wide, I think, once it's actually the proper size. But at the moment, it does sort of look weird. So yeah, I will be having the road that way, and then on the other side there will be the road, and then there will be a road attaching both roads going this way, sort of right behind here. I think that I do need to move this closer over this way so that there is 8 blocks in between this house and the greenhouse over here. So that will be here. It will need to be moved a little bit over here, so I'll do that now. There we go. It's not very noticeable, but this is going to make a big difference. This is why you plan first, everybody. So now I need to finish the supports, or the framing, and then I need to go and find a place to get a fuck ton of sand, because I will need a fuck ton of sand. There's the framing done, and I do have to admit, it did look better in 1.20. This is not the right color. It's supposed to be whiter, but oh well. Doesn't really matter. It's impressive, and I felt like it was too much of just one color, which is why I added in these stairs over here. So now I need to get a bunch of glass, or more a bunch of sand to turn into a bunch of glass. So over that way, there you can see a few cacti. Maybe I can start a quarry over there, or over that way there are some more cacti, so I could start a quarry over that way, and I think that I might do it over there just because it is, at least at the moment, out of the way. Is that big enough is the question. But this is quite nice. Look at these hills. Aren't they stunning? Well, I could start destroying this stuff, and I could even do it in a way where you don't even notice it, so I might do that. I've got 2 iron shovels and a bed just in case, and you already know what time it is. It's time-lapse time. Well, that did not take as long as I thought it would. I'm going to go get some more shovels, and I'm back. I think that I should have enough now. And look at that. Look at how it's changed. So this is how much sand I got, which should be more than enough. So now all I need to do is smelt it up into glass. And just like that, it's all been smelted. So now all we need to do is put these into all of these empty spaces and add some doors, and then also we need a nice floor, so I will do that next. But yeah, time to put in all of the glass. One more, and there we go. Look at that. Isn't that glorious? So now what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to do a nice pattern for the floor, and the floor will mostly be wood. So to build my wood farm, I'm going to have to collect a lot of wood because this is quite a big floor. And I'm going to do some patterns with logs and planks, and then the door, and then I can start planting things and getting a bunch of wood. It's quite funny, a lot of the grass here I actually had to plant here. I planted a bunch of grass just to go and dig it back up again. So this is everything all dug up, so now all I need to do is put in the wood. The greenhouse now has a floor, and isn't it beautiful? As you can see, it used a lot of wood because a lot of it, a good portion of it is actually all of these logs, and there are a lot of torches which get a bit distracting, but it means that things grow quickly. So basically the idea is... Oh no, I'm not even finished yet. Okay, so I need to add in some things, some slabs up above them to prevent them from getting far too big. Okay, so now I've added in all of the slabs, and all I need to do now is put in these 2 doors, Put this block back, and there we go. It's done. So now all I need to do is go ahead and use it. So this should be enough space in between each one that they should be able to grow. If it refuses to work, I'm gonna be pissed off. Okay, that worked. Yes! Look at that! Look at this. Isn't this wonderful? I'm going to be able to get so much wood out of this. Also, I am holding back from cooling... Oh. Well, that didn't work, did it? It's one of the big trees, but it doesn't branch out, so that's fine. But as I was saying, I am holding back from It just did it again. I'm sorry. And that one too. As I was saying, I am holding back from calling this video Got Wood, so if it is called Got Wood, my inner demons have won. But look at that, that is stunning. In fact, there we go, there's the thumbnail. But yeah, now what I'm wanting to do, now that the big main thing is done, I am wanting to keep on going with the roads, and then this video will be over. Yay! There we go, that's the roads done. Or at least, the roads for now. Look at all of this. Isn't this beautiful? I hope you liked that little building montage, and as well as that, I hope you enjoyed today's video, because this is the end of the video. So please like, please subscribe, share it with a friend. I bet that your friend loves trees, and if your friend doesn't love trees, are they really human? I don't think so. But anyways, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.